My name is Mike Cunningham. I'm the Retreat Center Director here at Madre Dolorosa in Sierra Madre, a Passionist retreat center. Over the years, the Passionists have made this location a really amazing spot just for contemplation and prayer. At Madre Dolorosa, we welcome everyone, regardless of your denomination or your faith path. Madre Dolorosa's goal is for you to have a closer relationship with God. We're not necessarily trying to have you study God. We want you to experience God. A retreat is a great place to start.
When I first came on retreat here at Madre Dolorosa, it was actually during a time of a lot of change for me. And so there was all this sort of chaos happening in my life, if you will. And I really just needed a break.
Our lives are filled with work and phone and social media, but when you're able to come up to Madre Dolorosa and just turn everything off, it brings a serene, peaceful feeling over you that is not just a weekend, but it goes on after as well.
The thing that we're all looking after is unshakable inner peace.
When you come up here and you drive through the gates, and it's just, I don't know, there's something that happens where you just, that kind of releases and you're able to relax a little bit.
Retreatants have described to me that when they drive through the gates at Madre Dolorosa, that the troubles of the world just disappear behind them.
I guess it's just the serenity of being able just to be quiet and experience these lovely grounds is quite moving.
There are a lot of special places throughout the property. There's different statues everywhere. There's the chapel, which is beautiful. There's the trails, the Stations of the Cross. There's all different special things that are up here, really.
We share this beautiful space with the wildlife here.
I've never seen so many deer at one time, and that just, I think, also rings in what a special place this is and how, even nature loves it up here. One of the beauties of when you're on retreat is that you are able to really do what you need to do for yourself and what you want to do. You can go to the conferences that they have, you can go to the prayer meetings that they have, but if you yourself need to just hang out in your room and just do nothing other than just, your own reflection or prayer, whatever it is that you need to do, you are certainly able to do that as well.
While we might offer a lot of different elements on a retreat program, it's completely up to the individual as to how much they're going to use or not use. It's their retreat, it's their time with God. They take as much or as little of it as they want, so they make it their own retreat. They only really need to come on retreat with a couple of things, an open mind and an open heart. And if they come with an open mind and an open heart, then transformative things can occur.
I was sitting in a bench under these trees and I was just talking to God. I was looking up over the mountaintops. The sun was still not yet fully up, and it was a time that stood still. And I realized I could hear nothing. When I say I could hear nothing, nothing to me then meant I could hear the wind blowing through the trees. I could hear the squirrel walking up the branches in the tree in front of me. And I opened up my ears to so much. And I sat there and I continued to pray that morning.
The whole retreat experience really helped me to refocus on being still, listening to what God wants, creating that personal relationship with Him, I think, more than anything. And I think a lot of people have not had the opportunity to have that experience.
And I always found a reason to not be able to go. Always something had to go on with life that I didn't need this in my life. And then, finally I accepted the invitation by them and I joined them for that retreat. And I was just, my mind was blown of how nice it was. And I got to understand how these brother knights that invited me had been coming here for 10, 20, and even over 30 years.
The staff and the retreat team here, the people that help facilitate the weekend, are really there to listen to you. They're fantastic listeners, really patient, and there's no judgment with regard to anything that you you say or could say, and it's just very unburdening to be in a room with them and to be able to share some of your struggles. And it was really evident to me at that moment when I came on retreat how God has put them in place here to do that work for all the people that walk in those doors that really, really need it at that time, right? And it happens almost every weekend, right? And that's the beauty of what happens here at Mater Dolorosa.
What Mater Dolorosa brings sometimes, it's not just like the people who are running it, it's who are put here for some reason, you know, like even fellow retreatants.
I've been to 2 retreats here at Mater Dolorosa now, and the first one was, like I said, fantastic and absolutely a great experience, but the second one was even better for me.
I think everybody deserves that gift, to give themselves a little bit of this piece of life, family, love, experience.
The most important thing to me that I took away from the retreat was being able to understand that a retreat is not just a weekend. A retreat is a mindset.
Once you reconnect with yourself and once you reconnect with who you are as a person, then you can be a better you.
The first time I came, though, I did stay in the parking lot after the retreat for a while. I didn't want to go. I wanted to experience it a little bit more. And I prayed in my car. I gave thanks for the opportunity to come here to Mater Dolorosa.
After I left the retreat, I left feeling fortified to meet the challenges that, you know, life just throws at you.
When I left Mater Dolorosa, after my retreat, I felt renewed.
From year to year, you'll see people coming back and they continue to take that time for themselves and for their relationship with God. And they do so because every weekend, from year to year, it's a different experience.
I guarantee you, you will appreciate what is Mater Dolorosa all about. You'll appreciate the ability to talk to God and the ability to listen to God by coming on a retreat here at Mater Dolorosa.
The weekend left me more confident and faithful and reliant on God in a way that I wasn't when I walked in here to start that weekend.
That's the kind of power that this place has.
Mater Dolorosa is a retreat center that you can come to energize your soul and feed your spirit.
When you leave Mater Dolorosa after retreat, there's just a sense of peace.
If you come to Mater Dolorosa, you will experience newness.
Mater Dolorosa is love.